Welcome back in, everybody. Apologies for some technical difficulties. Colonials got to play comeback against the Grizzly. Johnny Young out for the bottom of the third inning, and he fires in ball one against the 10-hitter. It's Alec Bostrom. Bostrom, Gus Harper, and Thomas Cheplick due up for the Colonials, and it's 2-0 now. Young's worked a couple of quick innings. Worked around some damage in the second, though, and an RBI single by Daniel Dalton scored the only run for the Colonials. Off the hands, poked foul. It's going to go just past the dugout of the... It's 2-1 now. 3-1 lead for the Grizzly here in the bottom of the third inning once again, and Fabian Galvez has done a fantastic job limiting the damage. He's left runners in scoring position every inning. And the count has ran to 3-1 now as Young's slider couldn't come back into the zone.
Yeah, Galvez for the Colonials has certainly had to do some damage control. He's got 5 strikeouts through 3 despite allowing 3 runs.
3-1 pitch fouled off the net. It's 3-2 now.
And all of those strikeouts coming with guys in scoring position. So, yeah, the Grizzly have 3 runs. They have a 2-run lead, but it could be more. And a large part of that is because Galvez was able to get himself out of a couple of jams.
3-2 pitch swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Young. His third of the day. Sends Bostrom packing. Now it's Gus Harper with nobody on and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, Colonials down 2. It's 3-1 Grizzly. Colonials coming into the game 2-2. They had the day off yesterday. Grizzly beat the Blue Sox. And they're 4-1 so far. Ball one well outside against Harper, who flew out to center field in the first inning. 1-0, 1 out. Young working out of the stretch. Kicks and fires and a swung on and fouled back. Strike one. Again, apologies for technical difficulties in the first couple innings of this game, as well as the Blue Sox and Chill game this morning. Blue Sox took home a big win, 11-1. And that pitch is fouled off. It's 1-2.
Very protective swing at the plate for the leadoff hitter, Gus Harper.
Gus Harper up, and Thomas Cheplick on deck, and Harper takes ball 2 outside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the counts ran full now.
A lot of full counts in this ball game so far.
Already the fourth one by Young. He's managed to get out of all but 1. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. Second walk of the day for Johnny Young. Harper to first. Now it's Thomas Cheplick, who struck out on one of those aforementioned full counts. A 7-pitch battle between the two on the second hitter of the day.
Yeah, Johnny Young won that battle with a strikeout, so let's see how this one ends out.
Cheplick pokes it foul over towards the concession stand. It's 0-1 now.
Looks like a lefty's warming up down in the bullpen for the Colonials. Looks like Jonathan Guerrero getting loose down there.
0-1 pitch inside. It's 1-1 now. Cheplick working against a guy who's been called the PSCL Iron Man. He's had 5 years in the league, picks down to first. Spikner collects it and delivers the tag, but not in time for Gus Harper. Again, Johnny Young's had about 4 or 5 years on the PSCL across different teams. Spent some time on the Jacks, pitch in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like behind the plate, Franson was going to try and get up and back pick Gus Harper at first. And Young's thinking the same thing. Fires it down to first. Not in time, though.
He certainly got him leaning. He took a half step towards second base before scrambling back into the bag. So he's definitely thinking about the pitcher.
1-2 pitch. Inside, it's 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch. Chopped right back to Young, through him, down to second, down to first for the double play. Lucic takes it himself, fires it down to Speichner, and some flashy glove work by the Grizzly, getting him out of a couple jams so far today. It's 3-1 going to the top of the fourth here in the PSCL. We'll be right back after a break.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching. Rent the right size tools for your size job.
Top of the fourth inning here in the PSCL. Grizzly and College Reynolds, Hayden Oral, the first three due up, facing off against Fabian Galvez, who through 3 innings has worked in and out of jams with precision and has managed to limit a ton of damage.
Yeah, it's been a well-pitched ball game so far. Even though 4 runs have came across through 3, we've seen a lot of good pitches just like that one as Speichner whiffs at it.
First pitch slider darts in and out of the zone. It's 0-1 against Speichner, who couldn't catch up with that one. Against Speichner, Mulch Reynolds, Hayden Oriel. And he swings through another breaking ball. It's 0-2 very quickly.
Yeah, Galvez has him guessing up there. Ahead 0-2 with a couple of off speeds. I expect him to give him the heat here.
0-2 from Galvez. Chopper up the middle. Gets past the shortstop Cheplik into center field. Leadoff single for Avante Speichner, and for the second time, for the second straight inning, the leadoff man reaches for the Grizzly.
Good 2-strike approach for Speichner. Just punches it right back up the middle, finds a hole in between second base and shortstop. He's going to get pinch ran for.
Nobody out, and Jaden Molich Reynolds stepping up. He's got a pinch runner out there. We'll get you the number as soon as possible. First pitch by Galvez, inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1 now, and I mentioned the stress and the pressure that Galvez has been pitching under. Since the first inning, he's stranded 3 runners. They've all been in scoring position, and he's done it all by the K. He's ended each inning with a strikeout. 1-1 pitch, poked foul, almost gets over the net. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, and a big jump over there. At first, Zach Lewis coming in to pinch run for Speichner after he hit that leadoff single. And he's dancing around over that first. Expect him to go off any moment now.
1-2 pitch. Upstairs, counts even at 2 now. Jaden Mullich-Reynolds, 0 for 1 on the day, popped out to second base. Out of Cal State Monterey Bay. Playing shortstop for the Grizzly. Runners going. Throw by Percival. Down to second, not in time. A tough pitch to throw on there. And the count is full. A stolen base.
Yeah, he walked into second base. He didn't even need to slide. It was such a good jump from Lewis. So he's in scoring position now. Nobody out.
Again, still not completely sure who the courtesy runner is. 3-2 pitch, driven into left field. That's down for a hit. Getting the call around for home, and there will be no play at the plate. RBI single. It's 4-1 now.
Nice piece of hitting, just finds the gap. This time it's between the third baseman and the shortstop. Left fielder makes a strong throw in, but it's not in time as the Grizzlies add another. It's now 4-1.
Zach Lewis, the pinch runner there, gets the stolen base and scores a run. Again, it's 4-1 now. Still nobody out in the fourth. Hayden Orrell steps up. With the runner on first. First pitch by Galvez in the dirt. It's 1-0.
Orrell singled, came around to score in his last plate appearance. That was in the second. Came off of a Isaac Benavidez double. He's on deck.
Grizzly already shown that they've got the extra base pop. They run the base as well. 1-0 pitch off the edge of the plate. Gets the call. It's 1-1 now. Good job back there by Percival stealing a strike.
Yeah, framed perfectly on the outer half.
Percival spent last year with the Bootleggers. He's with the Colonials now, brings a lot of experience out of Dakota Bottineau University. 1-1 pitch, lined up the middle, that's down for a hit. Back-to-back singles, Mullich-Reynolds and Hayden Orrell at first and second.
And they're hard-hit balls, too. They're seeing the ball well out of the right arm of Galvez, as that's the third hit of the inning, and all of them were hard-hit line drives.
Not statistically a hard-hit ball, but 88 off the bat is nothing to scoff at.
Hey, that's a hard-hit ball if you ask me. I don't think it needs to be the 90-mile-per-hour threshold.
I'll be honest, if it hit me, I'm missing.
That one. Most important thing is it found a hole in between the defense.
Zach, there's a reason we're up here, because we'd be an absolute liability in the field. But this Colonials defense needs to get to work. They've got 2 runners on. They're down 3. First pitch, Isaac is fouled on the right field line. 3 men going after it. Vladimirov reaches, but he can't come down with it.
That's a tough play for Vladimirov to try to come up with, especially at the time of the day. 12:30 almost, and you're going straight up behind you while you're looking up trying to find the ball sailing away from you. Not an easy play to make, but if you're Benavidez, you're breathing a sigh of relief as you get another chance.
Again, we've mentioned you're battling against the sun at this time of day. It's almost directly above you. Benavidez gets a second life. Again, a runner on second, a runner on first, and he takes ball 1 away. It's Mullich-Reynolds at second, it's Hayden Orrell at first, and Fabian Alves needs to work a magic act once again. No outs, 3-run deficit. Top of the fourth inning, 1-1 pitch. Curveball, can't get a strike call there. It's 2-1 now.
Hitters count with 2 guys on. Look for Benavidez to find a drive it.
2-1 pitch, and he drives that high in the up fly above shallow right field. Avery Stolick coming in. The runner on second, Mullich-Reynolds thought about going, takes a couple of steps opposite, he heads back to second. The first out of the
Big out for the Colonials there, because it still gives you a chance to, with runners on first and second, still a force out at third, or your middle infield, or anyone can turn 2. As that's a big out to get Benavidez after he doubled in the second.
1 out, and it's the 10th hitter, Kane Lucic, who struck out in the second inning. Here he's in the fourth. 2 runners on, just 1 out, trying to add this 3-run lead for Grizzly. First pitch in the dirt, good block by Percival, takes off the mask and throws it back to the pitcher Galvez. Nobody warming up Colonial's pen. There was a pitcher before, he must be on the bench now. So if there is any more trouble, this might be it for Galvez. Right now, trying to get a ground ball, trying to work a double play. He's got a 1-0 count and 1 out against Kane Lucic. 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0 now. Percival working hard back there to keep near him. He knows he's got a good runner on second, Jaden Mullich-Reynolds, and Hayden Orrell can run as well at first.
Yeah, and the guy getting loose down in that Colonials bullpen earlier was Jonathan Guerrero. He's in from the bullpen, but he's standing with the glove in hand waiting when he needs to come in.
2-0 pitch. Caught the edge of the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Good spot at the knees in the 2 count. Tough pitch for a hitter to expect and go down and drive.
Grizzly for anything but a ground ball. The top of the lineup is coming up. They get a ground ball there. Vladimir was caught off foot, had to dive back. It gets into right field. Coming around to score. Caden Reynolds and an RBI single by Kane Lucich makes it 5-1.
That ball was like a cue shot, just spinning away from the line. And initially moving to his left, the ball ends up spinning to the right and get past him. So it brings a run for the Grizzlies. They've got runners corners now with 1 out. And this may be when we see Guerrero come into the game.
Yeah, here comes the Colonials coaching staff, and this may be Fabian Galvez, but it was solid work. He was working in and out of traffic and managed to limit a lot of damage, but it just wasn't sustainable. Wheels fell off the 4th. And we'll see Guerrero coming in with runners on 1st and 3rd. And Colonials on 4. We'll be right back after a break.
He gets 3 and a 3rd.
Yeah.
But he's responsible for the 2 guys.
Yep. I just completely stumbled over that call right there.
That was a weird play, to be honest. It could have been a double play. I mean, it probably wasn't going to be 2, just because it wasn't hit too hard.
Yeah. That and the RBI single. I didn't do a great job with that. Oh. Ad's muted. You want to open the door? Someone want to put on Johnny Young's song when he comes out so he doesn't keep texting me? Okay. You don't have to get the computer. You could hook up any laptop. Okay. I haven't. I'm using it. Yeah. Close the door.
Is he really texting you?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Welcome on back, everybody. Apologies for some technical difficulties so far. Stephen Buxton joined by Zach Durham. We've got a 7-1 game. It's the Colonials taking on the Grizzly. Top of the 5th, or bottom of the 5th inning here. or apologies, it is top of the 5th inning. Justin Clapp, Jaden Franson, and Avante Speichner due up for the Grizzly, and they're facing off against Jonathan Guerrero, the second pitcher of the day for the Colonials. Grizzly managed to chase off the starter, Fabian Galvez, as the first pitch is a chopper to first base, fielded well and throw down, gets away from the pitcher, Guerrero, and Justin Clapp reaches safely on an error.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be tough to get Clapp, who was running well anyways. Ball wasn't hit too hard, but the throw is errant as the pitcher tried to come and cover the bag.
Runner on first, another leadoff runner for the Grizzly, third inning in a row. Dominic DiCarlo reached on a triple in the third. Avante Speichner reached on a single in the fourth. And now it's Justin Clapp in the fifth. On E3, now it's Jaden Franson at the plate. Franson 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. First pitch with Guerrero on the mound. And he's swinging. The pitch gets to the backstop. Luckily for the Grizzly, because it looked like Justin Clapp was going to try and steal second, but he got tripped up on the way over there. He goes back to first. It's 0-1. No outs in a 7-1 game. Grizzly trying to add to the lead. 0-1 pitch by Guerrero. Well placed at the top of the zone. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Guerrero's attacking the catcher for the Grizzly, Jaden Franson. Trying to get another punch out here.
0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2 now. Johnny Young on the mound for the Grizzly. He's delivered 4 innings of solid pitching so far. Just 1 run and 3 hits allowed. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. A great block by Percival. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, whether Johnny Young's day is over or not, that is still to be determined. But we do have a righty throwing in the Grizzly bullpen. That's number 10, Noah Hargrove.
2-2 pitch, and we're going to wait for that as a good pickoff move down to first. To try and check on Justin Clapp. Guerrero keeping a good eye on the running game so far. Clapp safe at first. And now Guerrero will look down to Franson. 2-2 pitch. Guerrero kicks and fires. Inside, count is full.
Nice at-bat being put together here from Jaden Franson. Started down 0-2, and he's worked the count full. We'll see if the runner goes at first. We saw him take off earlier.
3-2 pitch to Franson. Off the end of the bat to second base. Falling is Harper. He'll collect it and throw down to first. They don't get the runner at second, but they'll take that where they can. 4-3 on the putout. Justin Clapp advances to second. A runner in scoring position and 1 out now for Avante Speichner.
Speichner flew out to center in the second. Then he hit a single in the fourth before being pinch ran for.
Simply a courtesy runner, which is commonplace here in the PSCLs. Speichner still gets his at-bats.
And he
still
gets the run, I believe, as
he does get the run, did not get the stolen base.
Yeah, it was Lewis who gets credit with stolen base, but the run goes to Speichner. So he's 1 for 2 with a run scored.
0-1 pitch to Speichner. Pops it up above third base, going back into right field. 3 men converging on it, and it falls into the Grizzly bullpen. 0-2 now.
Yeah, 3 Colonials converging on the Grizzly bullpen. There you can see Hargrove trying to warm up as he's swarming to him. Anything hit on that part of the field has been so tough to track down, especially off the bat of a right-handed hitter, because that ball just keeps slicing further and further away from the defense.
First pitch, or third bat in the dirt and takes a brutal hop off of first. Halfway down to third base, Justin Clapp advances. Wild pitch by Guerrero. Runner on third down, 1 out. Speichner trying to take advantage. 1-2 pitch. Guerrero needs to be down here. Yes, and that one's slapped out into the gap into right center field. It gets down for extra bases. Scoring easily is Clapp. It's 8-1 now on the stand-up double by Avante Speichner.
Big man Clapp over there on second base. He's really happy with that approach at the plate as he finds gap in right center field for his second hit of the day, his first RBI to extend the lead for the Grizzlies.
And it looks like that's going to be the day for Jonathan Guerrero. The Grizzly chase another Colonials arm. Calling to the bullpen. We'll be right back here.
Those fantasy points.
You have Spike?
I'm just even if we're not playing ads. So you're only one batter behind.
Welcome on back, everybody. We've got a new pitcher on the mound, Corey Fisher. Top of the fifth inning, 1 out. Grizzly on top, 8-1. And trying to add so much more here, Jaden Molich-Reynolds steps up to the plate against Fisher. He's a two-way player in the PSCL, pitches, plays first base, and this is his first time on the mound this summer. So far on the season, hitting .333, 600 on base, .333 slug. And trying to help out his Colonials, trying to keep it as close as he can. Again, they're down 8-1 now. And ball one outside to Jaden Molich-Reynolds. Zach Lewis on second base, who's pinch running, or really more of a courtesy runner for Avante Speichner. It's 2-0 now. 2-1 as a curveball gets the strike at the top of the zone.
Nice change of speeds to get that first strike. Just drops in a breaking ball.
2-1 pitch. Goes with the breaking ball again, and it's just above the zone.
Yeah, good change of speeds. Just a matter of putting it over the plate and getting some Grizzlies to offer.
3-1 pitch. Right down the middle, called strike two. Count is full now. We've got a runner on second and Zach Lewis, 1 out. in an 8-1 lead in the top of the fifth. Fastball up just too high, ball 4. But it does set up the double play possibility with Hayden Orrell coming up. Runners on first and second, force out anywhere now.
Orioles had a productive day from the 8 spot in the Grizzly lineup. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Trying to do it for a third time here.
First pitch, breaking ball, runs inside. It's 1-0 now. 1-0, 1 out, 2 runners on. Jaden Mullich-Reynolds on first after the walk. Hayden Orrell so far 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. Trying to continue that as he swings and misses on a perfectly placed fastball.
That one was dotted down and away to the right-handed hitter. Good spot to live. If you're Corey Fisher, as you said, trying to get that double play ball to get out of the inning.
Goes with the fastball, and it's hammered into deep left field. Going back on it, Bostrom. And it's off the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Lewis. And he gets the late stop sign at third base. It's 9-1 now.
The Grizzly just continue to hit extra bases. This time it's hammered into left field. Thought maybe it was going to have a chance to carry out of the ballpark, but it bounces off the warning track, off of the wall, allows 1 run to come in, but the Grizzlies still in business. They've got 2 guys in scoring position for Benavidez.
Lewis scores. Jaden Mullich-Reynolds gets the stop sign at third when he was a couple feet past the bag already. But it's runners on second and third now in a 1-0 count. Again, Isaac Benavidez. The book is closed now. Jonathan Guerrero. 2-0 now as the fastball misses high. No possibility of the double play now. The Colonials need a pop fly or a strikeout here, and that pitch is over Benavidez' head. It's 3-0 now. 9 on the top of the 5th inning. 3-0 count, 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position. Grizzly trying to put it to the Colonials here. That's going to go behind the net and foul into the parking lot. 3-1 now. Isaac Benavidez had an RBI double in the second. Flew out to right field in the 4th inning. Here he is in the 5th. As the 9th batter to come. Ball 4 outside, and that's a walk. Apologies, not the 9th batter to come to the plate. He's the 6th batter, and now it's the 7th, Kane Lusich, coming up in the 10 hole. They're going to have a meeting on the mound. No one was warming up in the Colonials bullpen, so probably just a quick talk, trying to calm down their arm.
Yeah, they've had back-to-back pitchers come in relief duties. Someone's heading in. Looks like they're going to go and get loose.
Looks like Van Juan Vladmirov is going to go get a different glove and at bare minimum warm up in the bullpen. And you see Corey Fisher coming off the mound already as well. This might be a switch. They might have put a pitch in Corey Fisher. Yes, he's got a first base glove in. So pitching change. Vladmirov on the mound now. Corey Fisher is at first base. An easy switch for the Colonials. We'll be right back after Vladmirov warms up. Yeah.
Corey Fisher, did he get out?
Oh, no. No, he did not.
Walk, double, walk.
Do you know what the big debacle? Look at how I got the 4th and 5th inning. So I went from the 10 batter over here, and I skipped the 4th and put all the last 3 batters of the 4th in the 5th.
Oh, so I think.
Went to the 5th.
Oh, so everything's just going to be thrown off.
Yeah.
I did on the turf field.
9-1 now, as there's been a pitching change. Vladimir or Van Juan Vladimirov out of Xavier College Prep, the first baseman for the Colonials today, is on the mound. Corey Fisher could not record an out, and he's at first base with bases loaded now. And it's the leadoff, or it's the 10 hitter, Kane Lusich, who takes ball one just inside. Lusich 1 for 2 on the day, had an RBI single that chased Fabian Galvez last time. 1-0 pitch, chopper up the middle, down to second, to short, down to first. They can't get the double play. A wide throw pulls Corey Fisher off the bag. So the runner on first is safe. They get the out at second. And it's 10-1 now, but 2 outs here in the 5th.
Yeah, put the ball in play, ran hard to first. Not the first time we saw a play just like that where a hard 90 and safe at first keeps the run scored.
First pitch to the leadoff man, Dominic DiCarlo, outside for a ball. So Isaac Benavides out at second, Hayden Orrell at third, Kane Lusich at first, and a 1-0 count to Dominic DiCarlo. 2 outs here in the 5th. Vladimirov just trying to preserve what they can. It's a 10-1 game. Just trying to limit the damage here. 3 scored in the 5th so far. He needs a pop out. He needs a strikeout. Just a quick out here. 2-0 pitch. Pop fly, he got what he wanted. Soft contact, shallow right field. Stalick was playing pretty shallow already, so he ranges in a couple feet and collects it.
Long inning for the Grizzly. They add 3 more runs to their tally as their lead is now at 9.
10-1, Grizzly on top, going to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back on the PSCL YouTube channel. Ten to 1 ball game, bottom of the 5th inning. New man on the mound for the Grizzly, Noah Hargrove out of Bethany College, and you'll see all sorts of different arm angles out of this young man. The righty, 6 foot, 170 pounds, has 2 outings so far, and has 2 outings with at bats so far. Has 1 outing on the mound against the Colonials, and he was fantastic. First pitch, fired in for a ball against Daniel Dalton. It'll be Dalton, Noah Munoz, and Orlando Shin due up against Hargrove, who changes up the arm angle all the time, changes up the tempo, and keeps hitters off balance. 2-0 now as a fastball is just too high. Faced off against the he did face off against the Colonials last week. It was 5 innings of shutout ball. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 2-1 now. He struck out 2. He just allowed 2 hits, and he was a strike-throwing machine. 42 pitches through 5 innings, 28 strikes, just 14 balls. He was efficient, he was quick, and he made his defense work, and they paid him back. 3-1 now as the pitch is inside, and Hargrove just allowed 3 base runners. Again, he got the win, and it was a really fun outing to watch on the backfield. 3-1 pitch off the end of the bat, and there's some of that soft contact there into shallow right field. Benavidez races over and collects it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, nice at bat from Dalton. He has the only RBI for the Colonials today. That was an RBI single back in the 2nd inning, but he goes down with a flyout to the right fielder.
Fly out to right field by Dalton. Now it's Noah Munoz stepping up. 1-for-1, had a single in the 2nd. That was against John Win. Now it's Noah Hargrove, who hits him on the first pitch. Looks like fastball just kept running in on, cutting the zone. So run first now for Orlando Shin. Looks like he did. From the backfield, it's been an absolute power surge back there. 3rd home run of the day in the PSCL. 2 on the backfield. Blake Browning hits that one against the A's in the first pitch. Some soft stuff on Noah Hargrove. Side ball 1 to Orlando Shin.
Yeah, the A's have been hitting home run after home run. Saw 2 the other day. Bat of Herzog. He hits another one today. So he's got power bat swinging for his team.
1-0 pitch on the corner, perfectly placed there for strike 1. Again, for those of you who are just joining us, it's 10-1. Grizzly on top of the Colonials. 1 run into the first. Fabian Gal is the starter for Colonials. Fantastic job working in and out of trouble. Pop fly off the hands over towards the Grizzly. It goes foul, and 1-2 now. But then Isaac Benavidez chased Galvez with an RBI single in the 4th. They put up 4 runs that inning, 3 in the 5th, and it's 10-1 now. Johnny Yard for 1-run ball, and that's Noah Hargrove, the 2nd pitcher of the game for the Grizzly. Trying to finish it off here. 1-2 pitch upstairs, counts even at 2.
Hargrove, you mentioned he was going to mix up the arm angle and the speed. I was expecting really go like a submarine.
The pitch has him swinging there. First out of the game for the year for Hargrove. You said it, Zach. He goes up there sometimes where he'll go 3 quarters without filtering his arm. He changes up the arm angles, and nothing goes straight out of his hand. First pitch, straight out of the zone. Alec from the 10 hitter. For 1 on the day is Bose from Stroud, leading off the 3rd inning on 6 pitches. It's Johnny Young. 1-0, he's got a run on first, and now 9's Grizzly. Looked like a foul tip there, and a raise to the Grizzly bench, and Colonials on deck hitter, it's Harper. Actually, it's not just Harper on deck. Looks like there will be a pinch hitter for the Colonials. It's number 2, Evan Mahoney. 1-1 pitch. Inside ball 2, just ran inside on Alec.
But the calls are called back in games to be sooner than later. He has 2 rallies. Still plenty of opportunities across the board with touts.
Strike 2 is perfectly placed, and strike 3 gets him in on the corner of the zone. He sends down the side. It's 10-1. Grizzly over the Colonials. We'll be right back. Yep, what's that? Nice. I'm all good. I appreciate that further. I don't know who this might be, but outstanding work by him so far.
11:30, 12:30, 1:30, we're getting real close.
We are. That's why I appreciate those calls. Vladimir Vladimir, and let's see if I can download this. Awesome. Why beacon so much? Because not happy. It's very hot outside and she's
went there on that one. At least I got food. I was actually gonna kill someone if somebody else talked to me.
Is it just, okay, I'm only dealing with broadcasters today because I have to deal with them and no one else bother me now?
No, I mean, like, I can deal with you guys.